In my first year in office, I protected more lands and waters than any American president since John Kennedy. After the previous administration rolled back protections, I restored full protection to the 3 national monuments in Utah and New England. And I signed and designated the Amache Japanese incarceration camp of World War II as a National Historic Site in southeastern Colorado. We purchased additional land at Sand Creek Massacre Site outside of Denver. And we did, and by the way, I'm not sure I would have understood how important this was had I not gotten to see these parks until I understood the breathtaking nature of it. To stand there on the edge of a cliff in the Rio Grande, to, looking at one thing, and it's just, there's not many cliffs, but then head up to the Grand Canyon. It's a cathedral. It takes your breath away. I've climbed it from the river up, and I've looked at it from the top down. It's breathtaking. And I don't think till you see some of these things do you understand why it was so important to continue to preserve. And with the help of a member of Congress here today, I signed the Bipartisan Infrastructure Law and the Inflation Reduction Act that constitute the largest investment in climate ever in the history of the world. We're investing billions of dollars to protect our iconic outdoors, preserve our historic sites, and address the devastating impacts of climate change. It includes historic funding for farmers and communities in the upper and lower Colorado River Basin so they can conserve water during the droughts. It includes historic investments in communities across Colorado to recover and build from devastating wildfires. And by the way, to all the Forest Service and the firefighters, we owe you big. I've traveled just in the last 2 years over every major wildfire in America in a helicopter. You realize more land has burned to the ground than occupies the entire state of New Jersey. The entire state of New Jersey, from New Mexico to Washington State to Idaho, across the entire West. It's devastating. And there's so much more we have to do. There's more that we have to do that really matters. Let me close with this. Edward Abbey, a writer who once worked as a ranger in the Arches National Park in Utah, wrote, and I quote, "There are many such places. Every man, every woman carries in his heart and mind the image of the ideal place, the right place, the one true home, known or unknown, actual or visionary." We're just such a place here today. And thanks to Michael Bennett, I now ask everyone who has worked so hard to help make this happen to please join me as we sign this official proclamation declaring Camp Hill Continental Divide National Monument. God bless you all, and thank you for what you've done.